Last night's episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert turned into a chaotic spectacle when Elon Musk, the billionaire Tesla CEO, was kicked off the set after an explosive meltdown on live TV. What began as a high-stakes interview devolved into a fiery clash, with Colbert's sharp jabs provoking Musk into a wild rant that left the studio in shambles. The incident, now dubbed the Tesla Tantrum, has set social media ablaze, with viewers stunned by the unprecedented confrontation. Sources reveal the tension was palpable from the start, as Colbert's opening dig about Tesla's progress immediately put Musk on the defensive. The audience reaction was split, with some laughing while others tensed up, sensing the interview was about to spiral. The confrontation escalated quickly when Colbert played a clip of a Tesla glitch, mocking Musk's empire as sparks, rather than real power. Musk fired back, his voice steady but edged with defiance, insisting Tesla was innovating while Colbert was just changing channels. The crowd erupted into cheers and jeers, with producers nervously watching as the segment veered off script. Colbert, sensing Musk's irritation, leaned into the attack, pushing the Tesla CEO closer to the edge. The host's next jab, "You're stalling, Elon," drew gasps from the audience, with some shouting while others filmed the unfolding drama. The tension was electric, the stage set for a full-blown meltdown. Musk's composure began to crack as Colbert doubled down, taunting him with a montage of Tesla's failures, including autopilot malfunctions and recalls. The crowd's reaction was mixed, with some laughing while others murmured in discomfort. Musk, his jaw tightening, shot back, "That's progress, Stephen. We push limits, you push buttons." The retort drew both cheers and boos, further dividing the audience. Colbert, grinning, pressed harder, "Progress or peril, Elon. Tesla's a gamble." Musk's voice rose as he snapped, "It's not a gamble, it's a revolution. You're the risk." The studio buzzed with energy, producers whispering into headsets as the segment teetered on the brink of chaos. The turning point came when Colbert delivered a personal jab, "Revolution. You're revolting, Elon. Your temper's showing." The insult cut deep, and Musk's response was immediate, "You mock Tesla, Stephen. We've electrified the future, you're stuck in gas." The crowd erupted, some chanting, "Colbert," while others shouted support for Musk. Colbert, seizing the moment, fired back, electrified, "You're short-circuiting, Elon. Look at you." He pointed at Musk's trembling hands, and the audience split further, with phones capturing every second. Producers signaled for a break, but Musk, now fully unhinged, ignored them, leaning forward and declaring, "Tesla's my soul, Stephen. I'll fight for it." Colbert, relishing the chaos, delivered the final blow, "Soul. It's your tantrum, Elon." The crowd roared, some standing in applause while others yelled in protest. Musk, his voice shaking, retorted, "I'll spark your showdown," but the threat fell flat as the audience's reaction drowned him out. Producers frantically signaled for security, but Musk, now in full meltdown mode, slammed the desk and shouted, "Tesla's my blood, Stephen. I'll ram it through you." The studio descended into pandemonium, with some viewers rushing the stage and others live-streaming the chaos. Colbert, cool and composed, simply smirked and said, "Ram. You're crashing, Elon. Tantrums are your brand." The situation reached its peak when Musk stood up, his face flushed with rage, and roared, "Tesla's my life, Stephen. I'll crush you." Colbert, unfazed, shot back, "Crush. You're crushed, Elon." Melting live, the audience's reaction was deafening, with some chanting, "Kick him out," while others pleaded for calm. Musk, now completely unhinged, ripped off his mic and hurled it to the ground, snarling, "I can't take this. You're dead." The mic's crash echoed through the studio as Colbert laughed and said, "Dead? You're the wreck, Elon. Get out." Security rushed in, grabbing Musk as he thrashed and shouted, "Let me go. I'm leaving." Musk's ejection was as dramatic as the meltdown itself, with the Tesla CEO storming off stage, his fury unabated. The crowd's reaction was split, some cheered his exit, while others booed Colbert for pushing him too far. The live feed captured every second, from Musk's final snarl to Colbert's triumphant grin. Backstage, Musk reportedly raged to his aides, "They'll pay for this," while Colbert basked in the aftermath, quipping to the audience, "That's how you eject a tantrum." The internet exploded within minutes, with clips of the confrontation going viral and hashtags like #MuskMeltdown and #ColbertTwins trending worldwide. The fallout was immediate, with analysts dissecting every moment of the clash. Some praised Colbert for holding Musk accountable, while others accused him of bullying a visionary. Tesla's stock dipped slightly in after-hours trading, and SpaceX fans flooded social media with support for Musk. Meanwhile, late-night TV rivals scrambled to react, with some hosts joking about the incident in their monologues. Colbert's ratings, already high, soared even further, cementing the episode as one of the most watched in late-night history. The question now is whether Musk will respond, or if this humiliation will silence him for good. Behind the scenes, sources say Musk's team was in damage control mode, drafting statements to downplay the incident. However, Musk himself remained defiant, tweeting hours later, "Tesla rises stronger." The post garnered hundreds of thousands of likes but was overshadowed by memes mocking his outburst. Colbert, meanwhile, reveled in the victory, with insiders saying he planned to reference the clash in future episodes. The incident has sparked debates about media decorum, with some arguing Colbert crossed a line, while others insist Musk's ego needed checking. The cultural impact of the Tesla tantrum cannot be overstated. Late-night TV, often criticized for being too scripted, suddenly felt raw and unpredictable. Viewers who had never watched Colbert tuned in to see the aftermath, and clips of Musk's meltdown were played on loop across news networks. Comedians and commentators alike weighed in, with some calling it a defining moment in pop culture. For Musk, the incident was a rare public unraveling, a crack in the carefully curated image of the unflappable tech titan. As the dust settles, one thing is clear: this clash will have lasting repercussions. Musk's reputation took a hit, with critics seizing on the meltdown as proof of his instability. Colbert, on the other hand, solidified his status as a fearless interviewer willing to challenge even the most powerful guests. The incident also raised questions about the role of late-night shows: are they entertainment, journalism, or both? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain: last night's episode will be remembered for years to come. In the hours following the broadcast, social media became a battleground between Musk loyalists and Colbert fans. Tesla supporters argued that the host had deliberately provoked Musk, while others countered that the CEO's reaction was unprofessional. Memes comparing Musk to a toddler mid-tantrum spread like wildfire, and parody accounts popped up overnight. Meanwhile, late-night writers' rooms were undoubtedly mining the incident for material, ensuring the Tesla tantrum would live on in comedy monologues for weeks. The business world also took notice, with analysts speculating about the potential impact on Tesla's brand. While the company's core fans are unlikely to abandon ship, the spectacle may have given pause to more casual observers. Musk's ability to remain the face of multiple high-profile companies has always relied on his cult of personality, but after last night, that image is undeniably tarnished. Colbert, meanwhile, has proven that even billionaires aren't immune to a well-timed verbal takedown. The incident also highlights the evolving nature of celebrity confrontations in the digital age. Unlike past late-night blow-ups, which might have been forgotten by the next news cycle, Musk's meltdown is preserved in countless clips, tweets, and reaction videos. This ensures the moment will be dissected, debated, and memified indefinitely. For Colbert, it's a career-defining moment. For Musk, it's a rare misstep in a career full of calculated risks. Looking ahead, the big question is whether Musk will address the incident further or attempt to move past it. His tweet suggests defiance, but another outburst could reinforce the narrative of instability. Colbert, meanwhile, has little incentive to let the story die. Ratings gold doesn't come along every day. The clash has also set a new precedent for late-night interviews, potentially emboldening other hosts to take a harder line with high-profile guests. The Tesla tantrum also serves as a reminder of the power dynamics at play in these interactions. Musk, used to controlling the narrative, found himself outmaneuvered by a seasoned interviewer. Colbert's ability to get under his skin reveals the limits of Musk's carefully constructed persona. When challenged directly, the facade crumbles. This vulnerability could have far-reaching implications for how he's perceived by investors, employees, and the public. From a media perspective, the incident is a masterclass in how to handle a volatile guest. Colbert remained calm and in control throughout, using humor and timing to escalate the confrontation on his terms. Musk, by contrast, fell into every trap, his reactions growing increasingly unhinged. The contrast between the two men couldn't have been more stark, or more damaging for Musk's reputation. The fallout extends beyond just Musk and Colbert. Late-night TV as a whole may see a shift in tone, with hosts feeling empowered to take a harder line with guests. The days of softball celebrity interviews could be numbered, replaced by a new era of accountability and confrontation. For viewers, this promises more dramatic television, but for public figures, it's a warning to tread carefully. The incident also raises ethical questions about the role of entertainment in holding powerful figures to account. While Colbert's show is ostensibly comedy, last night's interview blurred the line between humor and hard-hitting journalism. This gray area is where some of the most impactful media moments occur, but it also opens the door to accusations of exploitation or unfairness. For Musk, the path forward is unclear. A public apology could come across as weak, while doubling down risks further damage. His best move might be to ignore the incident entirely, but given his history on social media, that seems unlikely. Colbert, meanwhile, has already won, his reputation as a fearless interviewer cemented. The real winner, however, may be the audience, treated to a moment of unfiltered, unscripted drama in an increasingly polished media landscape. The Tesla Tantrum will undoubtedly be studied by media scholars, comedians, and PR professionals for years to come. It's a case study in how quickly a controlled narrative can unravel, and how public perception can shift in an instant. For Musk, it's a humbling reminder that even the most powerful individuals are vulnerable in the right circumstances. For Colbert, it's proof that late-night TV can still pack a punch. In the end, the incident is a reflection of our times, a moment where entertainment, business, and media collide in unpredictable ways. The lines between these worlds are increasingly blurred, and last night's clash is a perfect example of what happens when they intersect. Whether this is a good thing or not depends on your perspective, but it's undeniably compelling television. As the world continues to dissect the fallout, one thing is certain: the Tesla Tantrum has changed the game. Late-night TV will never be the same, and public figures will think twice before stepping onto Colbert's stage. For Musk, the road to redemption may be long, but if anyone can turn a disaster into a comeback, it's him. The final chapter of this saga has yet to be written. Will Musk address the incident head-on, or will he let it fade into the background? Will Colbert continue to needle him, or will he declare victory and move on? One thing's for sure: the internet won't let this go anytime soon. The memes, the hot takes, the endless analysis, this is just the beginning. For now, all we can do is watch and wait. The Tesla Tantrum has left an indelible mark on pop culture, and its repercussions will be felt for months, if not years. Whether you're Team Musk or Team Colbert, one thing's undeniable: last night was television history. And in an age of endless content, that's saying something.